EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
On red. Think right. 30 left. Go, let's go.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
And the tight end goes in motion left. on play action. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 4th down, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Rams, 23. All right, here we go. Done.
Etienne once more. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, Ron.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Easy. 13 loop.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises.
Let's go.
So much tradition getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Lamb will go in motion. Going to run again here with Pollard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target land. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Prescott off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Play action now. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dallas.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
At the Bears, 17-yard line.
Kill! 47, 46.
Prescott to throw it. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
On a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
West side's in.
Back to throw. Fields.
Flush to his right.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete.
Touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium.
Today is the winner is...
NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Frank Joseph, the kickoff for Minnesota.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. 47. Gun. We're going to 53. Under.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard, 53 yards. And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Dances by it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
10 cycles. Ready?
They'll go Madison up the middle. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Paul. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Cooks will come in motion right. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. Gun. 26.
Prescott now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
In motion, that's Tolbert. 3rd and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malik Jefferson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys
and themselves.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Dak going to start out going to the air.
Flushed out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On play action, Prescott.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, 47.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
He finds his man, Pollard. 3 yards. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. Down the sideline he goes. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Pollard. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air, and that's not ideal for anyone on defense because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
You got to do what you got to do. A little worried about your hands, though.
No.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Kill. Under. 47. 26.
Second down, Prescott. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
In motion, the tight end. On the draw, it's Pollard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for him.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
47.
To throw is Prescott. That one down the field for Ferguson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Kill. 46, 47. 26.
Fourth down, Prescott. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Throwing, Prescott. Steps away to his left. He's got his man, it's Gallup. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 21. Cowboys nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the world.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon